Mesh is a youth cultural shift whereby we, against an urban backdrop, are starting to shed these given labels and boundaries. Instead, we are picking and choosing what we like, what we want, and whom we are, meshing these choices and influences together and discarding the parts and labels that we refuse to carry anymore.
Mesh culture is urban culture, innovation and liberation, and it's like where that meets on an urban backdrop. So to me, it's like a new form of youth culture where young people aren't just accepting what titles and labels they're given, they're actually finding out and kind of claiming their own, and saying, okay, I like that element, and I'm gonna like mesh it together, and that's me. And that can affect everything from music, fashion, and like even other ideas like business ideas, where people will actually come up with different ideas, different ways to do businesses. So like Twitter would be an example in my mind of a mesh culture development. The way I kind of developed the concept of mesh culture was in Liverpool and around the UK. I seen a lot of like young people who were thinking outside the box, and even myself and the company I work for, Airbeats, we were like saying, well, we can't claim ourselves as hip hop because we didn't grow up in like New York, and every element of what we do is not hip hop. We have a bit of hip hop mixed with general pop culture, mixed with this, mixed with that, and we're amalgamation of all of that. So I was saying, well, what we should do is start looking at celebrating that. Do you know what I mean? And the term mesh culture kind of started to float around my head. And at the same time, I was reading a book called The Paris Dilemma, which is all about people kind of developing their own youth cultures and their own styles by actually taking things that already exist and bringing them together. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of what made me definitely agree that mesh culture as a term, as a culture, as an activity is definitely apparent, and it would work.
Mesh music is an amalgamation of a lot of different sounds, a lot of different types of genres of music. So for instance, me as an artist, I like to listen to dance music, hip hop music, R&B, neo soul, just a bunch of different genres. And mesh music basically takes the different factors and the different parts of these different sounds and meshes them into one. So for instance, neo soul, I like the way it's kind of smooth, the way the music is kind of laid back at times, and it's got the instruments are quite soft and gentle and stuff. But then when you listen to dance music, I like the way like kind of you have the build-ups, the repetitions, the drops and stuff like that, and the bass line. So why have one type of sound or this type of sound, that type of sound, when you can have the best parts of each type of sound, if you see what I mean? So that's basically what mesh music is, taking a bunch of different genres of music, meshing them together.
At the moment we've got like a really good like urban style going on, like with like a brand called Obey. It's been doing really well, like it's a bit baggier. Like we've got nice tapered jeans and stuff at the moment that's doing well with it. Then like we've got like, I wouldn't say scally, but more of a Liverpool go with like the 80s casual selection. So at the moment it's like urban, but we've got like a certain range that can go for the Scouser clothes, if you get what I mean. I've got like a pretty random style, to be fair, but I like urban, like I like quite baggy stuff, to be honest. Where I'm from, the lads really don't dress like us, we like dress like trappies mainly. So like it's good being a bit different, so I don't mind people looking at you in the wrong ways.
I work on a magazine called Mesh Culture. Issue coming up for Mesh. We've got, for the fashion section, which I've been working on, we've got shops like Resurrection, Size, Urban Outfitters, Exit, which is a skateboard shop. We've done in-store shoots as well, which is quite unorthodox, like, so we've got the models actually in the store, so we can get the whole feel of it. Interview-wise, we've got Nigel Sylvester, who's Mesh, the black guy who does street BMX stuff and 96.0. We've got Theophilus London, Asher Roth, a load of people.